The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, welcome. Welcome. This is our fifth of our 6 radio shows. Tonight we're talking about developing generosity. So welcome everybody. See, a few people are still signing on and just coming onto the webinar. I'd love it if a couple of you guys, especially people who have perhaps been to some of the webinars before, just type in a message, just let me know that you're here and that you can hear me okay and they're all coming through loud and clear. So if you are new to GoToWebinar, there's a control panel on the top right corner of your screen. If it's not showing, click on the red arrow and it'll bring down the panel. What there is a portion there where you can type in a message. So type in that message, just let me know. So yep, loud and clear. Fantastic, guys. Awesome. Thank you. So I can see some of you guys. So it's all good. Volume's happening. Currently, you are all on mute, and I will take you off mute later on if someone has a question or wants to interact, wants to have a chat. I found people are pretty shy so far, so it would be fantastic if someone wants to come off and have a wee chat a bit later on. If not, that's totally cool as well. So what we're going to be doing is just going through, tonight's going to be pretty short actually, developing generosity. It's a big idea, but it's really just a couple of really key concepts and just a couple of strategies of how you can develop that generosity within your own life, and 7-day challenge going forward about developing generosity for yourself and what it means for you and really those around you. So I think what we'll do is we'll just kick in and get started. So again, please feel free to type in a message, question at any point, and put your hand up if you'd like to have a chat, and we can go off mute and we'll go from there. So developing generosity. So let's have a look and see what that means. So the big quote, in fact this is one of Bikram's quotes actually, the more you give, the more you get. It's one of those universal truths in life. And that's simply what I mean in generosity. And by generosity is just that art of giving. Because so many of us, we think that we give to get. Or why would I do it? What's in it for me? And it's flipping that on its head and just giving for the pure sake of generosity and understanding the more that we give in life, the more that we give to others, the more that we get back. Purely from the act of generosity, from that giving from the heart, purely for the point of sake of giving. And being generous, we're going to get back and receive back. So I'll explore that a bit more detail. So I sort of alluded to it briefly, but when you add value because you enjoy it, people are naturally attracted to you. Think about people in your lives who you want to be around, you want to spend time with. And they're people that just naturally give. They have that sense of generosity, that sense of sharing, that sense of giving. And we don't question it. And we just understand that it's coming from that place of pureness, they're coming from their heart, and they're doing it because it gives them joy, which naturally makes us feel happy and gives us joy. So, it's quite a mature soul, we've said, that gives generously because it feels great. And it's something that we have to, let's say, work hard on, but just be aware of that giving without that need, that expectation that we're going to get something in return. Because, sometimes we give and you feel depleted. You've given something and we didn't get what we expected back. It makes us feel depleted and a little bit let down. And that's because we've got this expectation. We're not giving for the sake of giving. We're giving because we think then the person will do something for us, or we're giving because we want someone to acknowledge or to notice that we're giving. So we're doing it for ourselves for the wrong reasons. We talked last month's webinar about developing selfishness, but that was about resourceful selfishness, about selfishness that enriches, that feeds you and allows you to grow and to develop. And so what the selfishness we're talking about now is that selfishness when you give because you want something back. So that's not what we're dealing with. We're talking about selfishness being resourceful. It's just being resourceful for yourself and giving generously to yourself. Just like giving generously to other people without that expectation of getting something in return. So how do we do it? What does that mean in real terms? So what it means is that things like going beyond other people's expectations. Don't just give them what people want. I mean, it's in day-to-day life, and in a work context even, it's in any context where you have someone ask for something, just give them that little bit extra. Just go that little extra mile. Who do you remember? Who do you notice? People you deal with, whether it's suppliers, whether it's family, whether it's friends, people in your lives. Just go that little extra mile. And how does that make you feel? Just knowing they've given purely for the sake of giving to help you and to give you something. So they give them without the thought of getting it back, because it just feels great to give. Because sometimes we think, oh, if I give and give and give, I'll have nothing left. Or I'm giving and giving and giving, I'm not getting anything back. It's the opposite. If you think about it this way, if we give and give, all that we have, all that we know, what we're actually doing, in fact, is creating space to invite more into our own lives, into our own heart, to allow us to grow more, because we've created some space. We've shared our knowledge, shared that joy, shared that love, or shared whatever it is. And it's created that space for us to feed ourselves back. And so we can grow, because ultimately, we talked about in other webinars, it is about growing. Having that purpose, living that life, understanding your why. And that why for so much of us is altruistic. It's about giving and helping others that need to grow and that need to contribute. It's not about seducing or manipulating or I did this so you. No one owes you anything. No one owes you anything in life. Do it because you want to do it. Do it because it makes you feel good. Do it for your purpose. And don't do it because you want to manipulate someone or that emotional blackmail or all those reasons. Do it with a positive intent. Do it resourcefully. And notice how it makes you feel. I'm just going to throw this out. When we talk about giving and how we give and how others give, just ask yourself, who do you think admires you? It's going to be a pretty challenging, pretty confronting question. And why do you think they admire you? Think about the people that you value and what it is about you or about them that you value. Do you have those qualities in yourself? That person that gives, that person that was authentic, that lives their truth, and that is happy because if you're giving, you're happy. Because giving comes from that place of joy, of fullness, of gratitude. So you be authentic. Don't preach. It's not about telling others how to live their life or what they should do. Now, it's difficult to be seen as authentic if you're seen as a martyr or a horse trader. So that martyr is, I'm always giving, always doing things for other people. Because when you ever do things, we don't want to be seen to be doing something for secondary gain. Because a martyr is doing something because they want the recognition. They want people to acknowledge them. That's not authentic. Because people sense if you are expecting something back. People sense or they think that there's a hidden agenda there. Or that you're not genuine if they think this is a secondary motive. So be authentic. Be authentic within yourself. Be authentic when you give. Give purely to give, to share, to contribute, to help others grow. And above all, when you're giving to others, you're giving to yourself. And you'll find that things come back because people are naturally attracted to people who give, who come from that sense of joy. And we talk about gratitude, and so often you read about it a lot, but it's so important. Start to notice what you're grateful for in your life. And then start to think maybe what would help others have that sense of gratitude. But above all, be authentic. Do it from your heart, purely for the sake of doing it, and just notice how it makes you feel. Notice what starts to happen and change and what you start to see in your life. So we talk about developing generosity. Be okay with giving without the need for it to be appreciated, validated, noticed, or mentioned. So provide value to improve others' lives, not yours. You'll find you'll get taken along the way. You're helping other people, giving to other people with generosity, with that sense of giving. You'll find your needs get taken care of. People want to be around you. People are attracted to you. People will give back to you. Not because you're wanting or asking for it, but that's just the law of, reciprocity. The law of attraction. You'll get back what you give. So you give when people aren't watching, and don't tell anyone. Don't draw attention to what you give and when you give and how you give. That's what generosity is about. It's not about give and take. It's purely that sense of giving. Giving for the joy, for the love of giving. So that's feeding you. So at the start, I offer you a 7-day challenge. This is how you practice that art of generosity, of that giving. So the first thing is create a magic moment for someone. Give without any thought of getting anything back. So what I mean by that is go do something really cool for someone without them knowing. Now, let's put a gift in an elderly neighbour's mailbox without them even knowing who gave it to them. Don't tell them it was you. Don't let them know you did it. And just share in their joy when they get it, or notice their reaction. Or even don't notice their reaction. Just don't be around. Just know within your heart that you've done something for somebody. Send someone a card. Purely for the sake of putting some sunshine, some joy into their life. Just do something for somebody without them knowing. And just notice how it makes you feel. How it lights you up. How you're given to yourself. Just notice that feeling. And start to do it a little bit more often. You're paying it forward. Notice how it makes you feel. Notice how it starts to shift how you think about things. Just give it a try. And I'd love someone to let me know just how you get on. Just send me an email, send me a text, and let me know how you got on with the challenge. How did it make you feel? What do you start to believe was possible when you start to create this magic moment for somebody? Because you're also creating that magic moment for yourself. It's incredibly empowering. So I said tonight was short and sweet. So I'll leave you with your 7-day challenge. Everyone's all gone quiet tonight. But thank you everyone for tuning in. As always, I'd love to offer you a complimentary session. You can make an appointment on letstalkchange.co.nz or email me and Let's Talk Change, and just have a initial chat about coaching. We'll have a session if you want to bring something to chat about, talk about the options, what we can do going forward. I'd just really love to help you create change in any way, shape or form. That's about the questions we ask ourselves. The quality of our lives are dependent on the quality of the questions we ask ourselves, challenging ourselves, getting out of our comfort zone. Developing that resourceful selfishness, and developing that resourceful generosity. So thank you everyone. I hope you had a good session tonight and enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you.